Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. We'll get started shortly here. Hey, Corey, welcome, Corey, welcome. Guys, we'll get started shortly. Kawisi, welcome, welcome. Guys, we'll get started shortly here. Hey, Carlos, welcome.
Hi, David.
Hello. Hope you guys had a great weekend. We'll get started shortly. Hello, Miles, welcome, welcome. We'll get started shortly, guys. Hey, Bill, welcome. Welcome, Bill. Welcome.
Hey, dude.
Hope you guys had a great weekend. We'll get started shortly. This evening, we'll go over Forex, cryptos, and the futures market. We'll get started shortly.
Can't wait.
Hey, David. Welcome, David. Welcome.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Good to see you on here. Hey, Terry. Guys, we'll get started shortly here. Hey, Terry. Welcome, welcome. Guys, we'll get started shortly. This evening, we'll go over the futures market, right? Futures, Forex, and crypto. We'll get started shortly. Hey, Gerald, welcome, Gerald, welcome. Guys, we'll get started shortly. New week with new opportunities. So, glad you guys are here.
Hello.
We'll get started shortly. Forex, crypto, and the futures market.
Hello, David.
Hello, hello. Hey, Gerald. Hey, Stella. Welcome, Stella. Hope you guys had a great weekend and ready to get back to work. Hey, Tylak, welcome.
How you doing, David?
Hello, hello. All right, great to see you guys this evening. All right, let's go ahead and get started. All right. So got a lot of information to go over here. I'm going to share my trading screen. Let's see here. So we'll start with the futures market. All right. So so as I go through this, guys, just I don't mind if you guys interrupt me if you have any questions about any of the information. All right. So we'll go over, as you guys know, this evening we do futures, Forex, and crypto. All right. So as I go through this, just stop me if you have any questions. all right? Because this information is important. We're seeing rotations in the markets, all right? In the futures market, we are seeing bonds. So for the first time in a while, we're seeing where bonds are showing up in our heat seeker here for monster futures. So you guys should see my cursor here. You should see my screen. So right here in heat seeker, and this came out on Friday when heat seeker ran. All right, and as you guys know, with heat seeker, we track all the futures. So anything that's running, guys, any movement in the futures market, we'll see it here. So the big news is the bonds are moving. Now, we don't trade bonds a lot, all right, but it's just good to know what's moving. All right, bonds are usually a safe haven. So as markets go down, right, interest rates go up, you will start to see movement in the 10, 5, and 30-year bonds. All right, so just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. All right, the equity markets right now in the futures market. So the E-mini, I would say they're flat right now. All right, so they're flat. Hey, Charles, welcome. So so down, but flat. All right, down a bit, but I would say they're flat. All right. If you guys look here, the equity markets, right? We should not be in equities long, meaning trading up, stocks trading up. All right. We know that the Russell, the NASDAQ, right? All of those are down, right? The major indexes. All right, the dollar index, we've been seeing a rotation back in the dollar, right? So we'll talk about that in Forex. So the dollar is up, and the Swiss franc is up. All right, so we're seeing the Swiss, and we actually missed that move in the Swiss franc. All right. So we'll talk about the Swiss franc with those, the dollar and the Swiss. Those are some opportunities right there. So we'll talk about that. And down here, crude oil. This is good to know, guys. Crude oil had been leading for a while, right? Leading for a while, perhaps the only sector in equities that had been holding really nicely and continuing to trend up that markup phase, but a bit of a pullback. So energy, stay away from energy, all right? Stay away from energy. They've pulled back a bit. Gold, silver, nothing there, all right? And then here is bonds here at the bottom, and you guys can see they're definitely moving up. All right, so that's the futures market. Let's go to the crypto market. All right, so we still have a target for Bitcoin, guys, at 10,000. All right, it's clearly in the markdown phase. We have a sell short signal, so nothing has changed. We've got it on a weekly time frame. Doesn't make sense to really watch it on a daily time frame. All right, on a daily time frame. I mean, yeah, on a daily time frame. Just doesn't make a lot of sense, right? A lot of noise on the daily. The weekly gives us a clear path to 10,000. All right. Before I get into this, did you guys have any questions on the futures market? Any questions on what's going on the futures market before I get into Bitcoin here? Okay. Okay. Who wants to know about the watch list we talked about? Is that Kawisi? You wanted to know about the watch list? All right. All right. We'll talk about that towards the end. All right. So Bitcoin, guys. All right. Bitcoin target is still 10,000. All right. 10,000. If you guys look here, here was our sell short signal here, right? Right here on the weekly. On the weekly, we'll take a look at the daily too. But here's a sell short signal on the weekly on the break of this support right here. We're clearly in that markdown phase. This is redistribution. Red candles, sellers are in control. All right. We do not have any support. If you guys look here, this area right here, this area right here is this area right here. We do not have any support until we get to 10,000, to this line right here. All right. So we've got a clear path, right? We have no consolidation in here. So we've got a clear path to 10,000. All right. That looks good. 10,000 looks good. All right. Unless buyers come in. We'll see if buyers come in. We'll see that on the daily and even the 240 time frame. All right. But we got to stay away from Bitcoin. And guys, remember, right? Bitcoin is the barometer for the entire crypto market. So if Bitcoin moves lower, right? Anticipate that the majority of the cryptos out there, cryptocurrency out there will move lower. Here's the daily, all right? Sell short signal right here came in on the daily, right? So on the daily, we had a sell short signal right here, closed here. Another one came in right here, all right, on that break of support, right? 40,000 was a big support, then 30,000, all right? But clearly in the markdown phase, right? Redistribution, all right? 1 second here. All right. Sell short signal, consolidation, redistribution, right? And now consolidation again, and we're looking to break that support, redistribution. It's holding here at 19,000, all right? But again, we'll look for it to go lower. Sellers are in control, all right? Sellers are in control, all right? Any questions on Bitcoin? Any questions on Bitcoin? Okay. All right. Can't give you guys any advice, but if you're in Bitcoin and you're in Bitcoin long, be careful. It can go much lower. If it gets to 10,000, all right, which is the target, next target, if it gets to 10,000, right, the next target after that is 4,000. All right, so here is 10,000 here. And you guys know we've been watching this, analyzing Bitcoin for a while. This is not a surprise to any of us that Bitcoin is at 19,000, or it shouldn't be. All right, it's because we've been at this for a while. All right, so 4,000 is right about here is 4,000. So we've got support. The next support after 10,000. All right, so the next support after 10,000 is 4,000. All right, and I know we go through this every week, but we just, it's what it is. We have to do this, right? We have to do this. So here is big consolidation in here. Prices have been holding between 10,000 and 4,000. You guys see that? Resistance right here, resistance right here, resistance right here, that 10,000. All right, support right here, right? Support right here, and we got a little bit of support back in here. So between 10,000, okay, and just you can write that down, just keep that in mind. 10,000 resistance, 4,000 support. So if Bitcoin gets to that 10,000, right, gets into that accumulation phase, consolidation in here, we anticipate that we'll get some consolidation in here, right? Traders are going to have to rest and decide, hey, do we want to take it back up, break resistance, take it back up, or guess what, right? If buyers give up, right, we could break that 4,000 mark support and go even lower. All right. If Bitcoin gets to 10,000 or get into this area here, then we really need to pay attention. All right. Hopefully, what we are hoping is that we can't get excited until sellers really come in. All right. So, and sellers will really come in if they fail the 4,000 support here. So if Bitcoin fails this 4,000 support, we could really see strong selling come in. All right. And then we'll have to wait to see what happens, how far it goes, you know, when we see real buying come in. And that might be your opportunity to get into Bitcoin. All right, but not yet, not yet. All right. Any questions on Bitcoin? Any questions? And also your other cryptos out there, all right? You might have an oddball that's doing its own thing, but the majority of the cryptos will follow Bitcoin, right? So whatever Bitcoin is doing, the majority will do the same thing. All right. All right, let's move on. I'm sure you guys want to hear about Forex. All right. Okay. So right now, the top leading pairs are the Swiss pairs. So pound Swiss, Aussie Swiss, Euro Swiss. We saw that in the futures market right here, in the futures right here, the Swiss right here. All right. So there is definitely, and we talked about this about a week ago, that there was a move happening. We don't know what that move was, right? But we know that there was movement in the Swiss, right? Now, we didn't focus heavy on it because it's a cross pair. It's not one of the major groups that we look at, okay? But if you guys got on it, good trading. These are mainly shorts, all right? So on the short side, all right? So these are short opportunities, pound Swiss, Aussie Swiss, all right? On the 240, good trades, good trades. Euro Swiss right here and New Zealand Swiss. And they're holding pretty well on the 240. If you guys wanted to trade the Swiss pairs, right? You can trade those on a 30-minute. So I would bring in a 30-minute time frame. All right, let's see here. Pound Swiss. All right, so if you wanted to do a 30-minute time frame, right, here was a pretty decent trade here on the 30-minute. Here's the 240. All right, wait for a sell short signal, but guess what, guys? It's way down here. It's way in that markdown phase. All right, you know, I'll just be careful. All right, our main focus right now are the dollar pairs. All right, are the dollar pairs, but there is a move in the Swiss, okay? So you guys can look at that, I would say on the 30-minute. All right, so guys, we have movement in the market in Forex, All right, we have 48 out of 58 pairs that are above 20. All right, either breaking out or trending. That's really good. All right, so that's really, really good for the Forex market. All right, you guys know last week we had only about 20 pairs above right here, 23 pairs that were above 20 yellow and trending. So Forex is definitely moving. All right, so you guys should be positioning yourselves. I would say, look here, we only have these few pairs here. Okay, these few pairs here that are below 20 red consolidating. All right, all the rest are above 20. All right, so definitely we need to be alert, start taking positions. The dollar pairs, and this is, if you guys see here, stop me if you have any questions. This is what we like to see. This is our focus, our main focus. This will always be our main focus here, here. All right. And sometimes the euro and the pound pairs. But the dollar pairs, they move. The dollar pairs move, right? And the yen pairs move, right? Aussie and New Zealand, right? They kind of just go together with the yen pairs. But the yen pairs, that's really what we want to focus on. Yen and dollar. That's been where money has been flowing. All right. We haven't seen a lot like this year, a lot of opportunities in the euro or the pound pairs, but that could change, right? That could change at any time. Pay attention to here, right? So these, the Aussie, New Zealand, and yen pairs, that's part of the Asian market. So they just opened up, right? That Asian market. And what we want to see, look here, solid selling. They're all red going down. That's what we want to see. All right. We don't want this stuff here where it's mixed. All right. Where it's mixed all over the place. And look at this with the dollar pairs, right? Solid, right? We only have one pair here that's down, but for the most part, solid buying in the dollar pairs. All right. That's exactly what we want to see. Solid selling, solid buying. All right. These will go opposite from each other. All right. Any questions on this? Any questions on this as we move forward? All right. All right. Let's take a look at some of the dollar pairs. And then I'll open up the floor. All right. We had some pullbacks in the dollar pairs, but not much, right? All right. Buy signal here. That's USD. I'll just go through a few of them. Buy signal, break of this resistance. Here's your resistance right here. All right. Markup phase. We're in the markup phase here. All right. Markup phase. A bit of a pullback, but still holding. All right. Oh, I don't know what happened here. No buy signal yet. All right. On this one, look at this candle here. All right. All right. USD MXN buy signal here. All right. A bit of a pullback, but still holding. All right. USD DKK buy signal still holding. We are watching a resistance, guys. So we are watching resistance on a lot of these. Okay. So the dollar is looking to break a pretty decent resistance in the pairs, all right, in the pairs, all right. All right, so resistance here, testing resistance here. As far as the dollar index, let's take a look at that. We'll start on the monthly time frame. So on the monthly time frame, guys, we are still above resistance, holding. Buyers are holding. This is a pretty decent move for the dollar. All right, so it's holding above resistance. That's on the monthly. On the weekly, nicely in the markup phase, just broke resistance. Look here. It's on the weekly time frame, Resistance here failed. Resistance here failed, right? We didn't fail here. All right, it did pull back from here, pull back a bit, held right here, all green candles, but we are above, right? We are above this resistance here. Price is right here. Okay, so we are above resistance, which is good. All right, that's what we want. We want to stay above resistance. So stay with your trades. Hey, Carl, welcome. All right, stay with your positions. Stay with your positions. Support here. Support here. All right. Now, Brian was on the call we did on Friday. All right. I'm going to send out the recording from Brian. Right. Brian gave us some really good tips on Friday. I think Carlos, you was on the call. Bill, you were on the call. Right. Really, really good tips. Okay. So I'll send it out to you guys. Make sure you play it, listen to it. Okay. It's always great when we have our experienced traders come on the calls, all right, to give you guys some really good tips. Okay. But guess what? Here is support. Here is support. Held, resistance, resistance. All right. Held. All right. So guess what? This is the breakout, right? Held, right here, held, right here, held. So we got a good floor, pretty good ceiling right here, but now we're breaking out. All right, that's on the weekly time frame. On the daily time frame, we see the same thing here. So on the daily time frame, right here, look here, nice upward trend. We're in that markup phase. This is the area we are watching right here. All right. We need a break. We have a buy signal here. We had a bit of a pullback, held that moving average, held support right here. And now we are testing this resistance again. All right. So we need a breakout. We need some big buyers to come in, big candle to break through that. Okay. All right. Kind of like here, pull back, nice break to move higher. So stay with your trades, guys. Be patient with your trades. On the 240, same thing. All right. So this is the dollar index. Most of our trades are on the pairs, right? But look here, USD DKK right here. If you look at the dollar index on the 240, almost very, very similar. All right. Almost very similar. All right. Resistance here, resistance here. All right. Resistance up in this area in here, right here. All right. So this is a big area here. We've got to break through this. If it fails, all right, if it fails, then we'll get sell signals to get out. All right. And then we've got to get out of the trades. All right. All right. So I'm going to open up the floor. I'm going to open up the floor. Any questions? All right. Any concerns out there with any of this or anything else for that matter? Who's in the dollar pairs? Anyone in the dollar pairs? Who's in the dollar pairs?
Yeah, I'm in.
All right. Bill, you're in.
So am I.
Okay, Corey. Yeah, you got in. Congratulations to Corey. He got into his first Forex trade today. Corey, is this your first trade period, or is it just your first Forex trade?
It's just my first Forex trade. I've traded equities in the past.
Okay, very good. Well, congratulations, bud. Very good. All right. Bill, which pairs are you in?
USD ZAR and USD SGD.
SG. All right. So let's take a quick look. All right. ZAR. You're a brave man. You trade in ZAR, huh? Let's see here. All right. ZAR moves, guys. I think sometimes ZAR will move even more than the yen pairs. All right. If you have the stomach for it, absolutely great pair to trade. You'll make lots of pips. All right. But just be careful with your margins, right? On that. Where was your buy signal, Bill? You remember?
I got in at 16.248.
16.
I think that was Thursday night.
Okay, let's take a quick look. All right, 16.248. Okay, so right in here. All right, a little late. That's about right about here.
Yeah, that's about right.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, right after that resistance line there on 612. Yep.
Okay, so right here. Okay, just hold on. If it pulls back, if you get, I would say if you get, because this pair moves really fast. So if you get, watch how the other pairs trade. Okay, just really stay on it. All right. I mean, don't get out. All right, but just really watch it because it moves. It moves really fast. If you guys look here, it has these big candles. Look at this candle here. That's a big candle. So it does move. It did break resistance. So it had some resistance here, but this resistance here is perhaps the larger resistance right in here, right here. All right. And it broke that. So it's above that. So hopefully it will stay above resistance. All right. But good job trading ZAR.
When you say be careful with the margins on this one, what exactly did you mean, David?
So when we you don't trade if you have let's say you have $1,000 in your account. All right, we don't want to trade that whole $1,000. Well, you can't trade all of it, but you could trade about 70% of it. So if the trade goes against you, right, it's going to eat up that margin. You don't have enough margin, all right, left. So they'll kick you out of the trade. The broker will. So when we trade, let's say we have $1,000 in our account, we really want to trade about $300. Okay. Okay, so that you leave room for that movement, for that up and down. All right. If the trade goes in your favor, that will increase your margin. But if it goes against you, that will decrease your margin. All right. So I would say at the most, very, very most, and that's with experienced traders, you could do about 50% of your margin. All right. As you get better, you can tighten that up a bit. All right. But brand new traders, probably 20% of your margin. All right. So Corey, you notice when we took your trade today, you only traded 1,000 units. Okay. You took one trade, 1,000 units. That's the minimum. Okay. But as you build your accounts, guys, all right, as you build your accounts, you'll have more capital, but you still want to keep a tight margin. Okay. Keep it
Understood.
there. Okay. Good, very good question. So Bill, the other one was USD SGD. Let's take a quick look at that. Right here. And all of these should look very similar, right? This looks very similar. We have what I like about what's setting up is that with the dollar pairs is that we are breaking out of a resistance. We either right there, all right, let's do this right here. All right, we either right there at resistance or we are slightly above resistance. In some cases, a little below the big resistance. Okay, so resistance here failed. We have to keep that in mind, right? Failed. resistance here failed. All right. So now we are back at that resistance right here, and we're holding. All right. So traders are watching this, guys, and hopefully what we're hoping is that doesn't fail, that we finally break out is what we are hoping. All right. If it doesn't break out, remember, it's nothing that we didn't do anything wrong. All right. We have to keep watching our emotions, right? It's nothing that we did wrong. All right. If it doesn't break out, guess what? The buyers are not ready, right? Or there's too much selling still in that area. All right. So just be patient with it. But we are hoping that it breaks out. All right. And we went over a lot of this on Friday. What's nice and what can give us some confidence going into the week is that we have a nice upward trend right here. So if you guys look here, so we've got a lot of stuff in our favor, all right, for the price to break out. All right. So we know we've got resistance here. While I'm going through this, I want you guys to be patient. Do not get out of these trades. All right. Don't stop.
David, could you look at the USD CHF? You sent out an alert on that last Friday. I think it was Friday morning. You told us to keep our eye on it.
Was that the one, Brian?
No,
Brian?
he was talking about the Chinese dollar, I think.
Okay. Okay.
I think this was one that you sent out an alert on earlier in the day on Friday.
Which symbol?
USD CHF.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, I'll go over that. So here, guys, resistance here. Look here. Higher highs, higher. Pay attention to this. Higher highs. So price is moving higher. Price is moving higher. Higher highs. Higher highs. And what we're looking for, and then we've got a wide triangle. This is a wide triangle. Price is being squeezed. Price is being squeezed. Okay. So this is a nice trade. All right. Low risk. It is low risk. So the dollar pairs right now, very low risk. Okay. Good upside potential. Really good upside potential. All right. All right. So Bill, let's take a look at that. Carlos, was that the one you were in? You were trading USD CHN? USD CNH. Yeah, I think, Bill, this is the one, Brian.
That's the one that Brian was talking about. I think you were watching CHF, and he told us to keep our eye on that one. USD CHF.
This one here. Oh, yeah.
That's it. That's the one right there.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Yeah, absolutely. What about this? What do you want to know about it?
Well, you talked about it Friday. I just want to see what you're thinking, whether it's going to break out and trend up. It says it's in a markup phase. It's in the up position, right?
Absolutely.
But we don't have this. We don't have a buy signal yet.
Bingo, bingo, bingo. So keep this on your radar. All right. Keep this on your radar. Look at the previous trades, guys. Look here. Look what's setting up here. And a tip. We'll talk about this more. We started to last week. All right. if you notice, start paying attention to the pairs and notice how the pairs are trading, how the system is trading the pairs. All right, so we have a lot of pairs, guys. Not every pair will present a really good opportunity. All right, and now I like this one. I remember this now, Bill. Right, so if you guys look here, this is amazing trading. And what I'm going to do, I'll bring in the short signal too. I can show you guys the short here, but I'll bring it on the same chart. Look at this. Whenever you guys find a pair, so we know that we like the dollar pairs, right? We know we like the dollar pairs. We have everything lining up for the dollar pairs to take off, right? But when and you know, Brian did a really good job on Friday explaining how he trades, right? And I'll send that video out to you guys. But if you guys look here, all right, if you guys look here, for about 2 months, all right, the dollar CHF has been trading extremely well. And what that means is the system caught 4 really good trades, long and short. All right, long and short. All right, that's really good trading. All right, so here was our buy signal to go long, break up this resistance. Here was our sell signal to exit right here, to exit, to get out. All right, really good trade. Then here was our sell short signal on the break of this support right here. All right, sellers are in control, markdown phase, went short here, got out here on a break of this resistance, buy to cover. Here's our signal here to get out. All right, follow me. So bought here, sold here, went short here, bought to buy to cover here. Waited, broke resistance. Buyers came in, big candle here, buy signal right here. All right, took it up to that markup phase, right? Price came down, red candle, sell signal right here. Went short, the system went short, again right here, went short, right? Sellers are in control, broke resistance, all right, buy to cover right here. All right, what will happen if the price breaks resistance? What will happen based on the price action here? What will happen?
I'm going to buy some.
You're going to buy some, right? And hopefully buy a lot. No, I'm not saying buy a lot. But if you've done this for a while, right, and you follow this price action and you follow your system, you'll know that this pair right here, this pair provides really good trends, right? So it's not consolidating on your chart like this. It's not just consolidating, right, with random moves, right? It's got nice clear trends. When you guys find a pair, right, now it's still part of the dollar, the whole dollar group. All right, so start looking for really good, because you can't trade all of them, right? You can't trade all the pairs, right? So find the ones that have, and that's why Bill mentioned this, that I send this out to watch out for this. All right, so keep it on your radar. It's got really good, really good trends, right? Nice trend long, nice trend short, nice trend long. Even this one here, pretty good trend. If you guys get this, this is deep in the markdown phase. So you get a buy signal here, all right? Several of the dollar pairs are up in this area in here, right? Looking for that reaccumulation. This one here is down in that markup phase. Okay, so if you get it down in this area, boy, you've got all this room, and guess what? If it breaks that resistance right up here, guess what? You bought it all the way down here, and you can ride it all the way up. And we know it trends. We know that particular pair will give us nice movement, right? Staying in the trade, nice clear path. All right. So thanks, Bill. I'm glad you brought this one up.
Yeah, thanks, David.
Yeah. So keep an eye on that one. Let's see here. Any other questions? Any other trades you guys are looking at as far as Forex? We should all be in the dollar pairs, right? We should all be in the dollar pairs. As far as setting up your watch list, let's see here if I remember how to do this. Hold on. All right, App Store. You can go to your App Store here, hot list. You can click here, hot list. Hold on. App Store, hot list. All right. So you can just do this. Some of this I don't like. Let's see here. And then you can just put the symbols. Let's see. Let's see. 1 second here. Where's the radar screen? Yeah, I don't think it's the hot list. Okay, hold on. GBP, JPY. Okay, so you guys, let's see here. I wouldn't do that. Yeah, I don't see the radar screen here. Radar screen is probably what you need. Trade manager. GBP, JPY. Guys, I'll figure it out. I don't see, normally it's radar. You need your radar screen. I don't see it. I don't see it in here. So I'll figure that out. So the next class tomorrow, by tomorrow, I'll have it figured out. Bill, do me a favor, click on apps for me. Click on apps on your system.
I don't have my systems open on this computer. I got it on a different computer.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. How about, hey, Stella, click on apps. You have your system up, Stella?
No, I don't. Sorry.
Guys, you don't have your systems up. Come on.
Sorry.
You guys are traders. Come on.
I know.
Who has their system up?
Hold on, I can get to it.
Okay. Guys. I'm always in front of this. If I'm not, I've got my phone. All right. I'll figure it out. I'll get it to you guys, because you want to have a watch list. Okay. I have a watch list. Let me see if I can bring it. I can bring it in. Let's see here.
You want me to click on the apps?
Yeah, just click on apps and let me know if you have your, I don't know if TradeStation is messing up.
Yeah, I got a radar screen tab. Is that the one I'm looking for?
Yeah, you see your radar screen?
Yeah, it's on the second row next to the quick trade bar.
Okay, so you do see that. Okay, yeah, I don't see mine here. All right, so you just click on that radar screen and it should open up a window. You see that?
Yep.
Yeah, and then you could just type in your symbols there that you want to track. For whatever reason, I don't see it in mine right now. So I can't show you guys. All right, but it
The
is
same logo as yours that says quotes.
quotes. Let's see here, right here.
Yeah, it looks like the same logo.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yep,
there
there
it
you
is.
go.
There it is. There it is. Who was that? David? Was that you, David?
Yep.
David, thank you, sir.
So now how do I get rid of the window? It's right in the middle of my screen.
Okay. Okay. So, all right. All right, so let's show you, I'll show you guys how to do this. Okay, so Bill, go to right click on the logo, go to preferences, desktop, show title bar. You see that? You see that, Bill?
Yep.
All right, click on that. Okay.
So click on desktop bars.
Yeah, click on. So let's see here. So right click on the logo,
Yep.
go to preferences,
Yep.
go to desktop,
Yep.
and then it should be on hide all title bars, right? That's checked.
Yeah, that's checked.
Okay, so click show title bar, the one all the way at the top. Okay, click on
Okay.
that and then select OK. All right, now you should see an X there. Now you can close it.
Oh, yeah, now I see it.
Okay, so close it. All right, and now we're gonna go back. All right, we're gonna go back, right click. All right, go back to desktop. All right, and hide all title bars. Okay. Okay, so now if we want to create a hot list, all right, or a watch list, all right, you guys can go right here in the bottom of the tab, right click, all right, new workspace. So go ahead and do that, all right. We'll take a picture of this so you guys can see the steps. So new workspace. All right, so it should open up a new workspace for you. All right, which is right here. Now we're gonna go back here on the logo. Well, actually no, go to the apps, click on the apps. All right, and go to quotes. Take a picture of this, okay, guys? If you don't have your system in front of you, quotes. All right, and now it's open up your quotes here, right? And then you can just put in the symbols that you want to track. So Bill, you could do, what was it? USD, what was
CHF.
it? CHF, all right, CHF. And then you've got it right. You've got it right here. All right. And then you could put another one, IBM. All right, and it's right here. All right, and you can just create a watch list. All right, right here. And then just name it at the bottom here, right? It's gonna say untitled workspace, just right click and save it. And then you just name it, okay? Watch list. All right. So now whatever you guys are tracking, what you want to track, you can just have it right here. You can just, and you can go all the way down with all the symbols you want to track. Okay. All right. So rather than writing it down on a pad, you can have it right here on your system. Okay. All right. Does that help? All right.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Okay. All right, guys. That's all I've got. Keep an eye on your dollar pairs. Stay with them. If this one gives a buy signal, right? You guys should be all over this, right? Trade lightly though. Don't go
Hey,
heavy.
David,
Mm-hmm.
David, at the next class or something, can you talk about that margins again?
Yes. And what I will do also, the margin is important. All right, so I will send you guys some information on it too, some links where you could go. Okay, because
That'd be good.
it is important. Okay, it is important. All right, guys, stay with your dollar pairs. All right, if you guys have any issues with staying in those trades, because if these dollar pairs really move, right, we don't want to be on the sideline. All right, if you guys have any issues staying in the trade, need help analyzing any of this, just let me know. Please let me know. Okay. Everyone, you guys have been doing much better staying with the trades, right? There isn't a lot of the emotions are being calm, right? It's not crazy. All right. So I'm going to send that video out that Brian on the call Friday. It's a really good video. All right. I wish Brian and a lot of our really good traders would come on all the time. But you know, they get busy with their own trading. All right. But that's a good video to pay attention to. So please, when I send it out, take some time, listen to Brian. Okay. Thanks, guys. Take care. Have a great evening. Have a great week trading, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you, David.
Yeah.
Welcome, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.